Stellar XLM Billions with blockchain interoperability. So what do I mean by that? Well, it's always been said, everybody that's in crypto knows that actually interoperability between blockchains is extremely difficult. However, with Tuberwella's Soroban, this could be the thing of the past. Sorry Nathan, let me just cut in there real quick. You're probably asking, what is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's a Soroban and it's an abacus. It's used for counting. Anyway, Nathan, back to you. And the release of this smart contracts platform as a preview, as a playground, could be big for other blockchains to interoperate like Soloana, Polkadot, Ethereum, because at present the SDK for Soroban is written in Rust, and Solana, Ethereum and Polkadot are written in Rust. We know Ethereum has its Solidity programming language, something not dissimilar to JavaScript, but actually there is an SDK, I believe, for Ethereum that is written in Rust. So that programming interoperability, that programming language interface is doable for Stellar Soroban. So you can actually write smart contracts to interoperate as a bridge, if you like, for Ethereum with that Rust SDK. And I believe that could be the same for Solana and Polkadot. So, what is this Soroban? Well, Tuberwella's Soroban is a smart contracts platform that's not actually on Stellar. It's written for the interface with WASM, and that, if you don't know, is WebAssembly. So that is the bytecode that flicks the little transistors, resistors inside the computer, the zeros and ones, that tells the computer what to do for storing memory, for computing, all that sort. The actual language is WASM that makes the computer function, turns on the fan when the fan needs to go on and so, right? So there needs to be a programming language in between that in order to tell your programs, your applications, or vice versa, how to function, right? So that be Rust. Now for me, I don't work with Rust, never have done. I've heard of it, but it's not something that I'm going to get involved in, to be honest with you. For me, WASM may come into play where we would have to seek a Rust developer if we're going to write specific smart contracts. And these smart contracts are going to be probably really high output smart contracts. So contracts that are going to require, you know, instant processing, fast processing. That's what's good with WebAssembly. It cuts out a lot of lag, a lot of latency, because the speed of it, because it's talking to the computer straight away, the speed of it is much faster. Whereas a programming language like JavaScript is really a browser programming language. It is a browser programming language. You have a syntax parser, which is what we call the JavaScript engine that tells the browser what to do. So we can get this asynchronous loading of modals, if you like, so numerous things happening on the page at one time, is an asynchronous loading, so it's way past. So if HTML, you may have to wait for the whole page. So you will have to wait for the whole page to load up before you can see anything with JavaScript asynchronous loading. That doesn't happen. You could do things simultaneously, but Rust, I'm not really too sure about. I'm going to delve deeper into it and try and find out what actually Rust is good for, whether it's just that it's really good as a go-between WASM and the browser. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I don't know if there's some sort of web pack for it that you could use to talk to the browser to communicate. But in any case, it's a big deal, okay? Because this means that we clearly are going to get this bridge, a proper bridge, not just with one blockchain, but with a few good solid blockchains like Solana, Ethereum, Polkadot. They are really leading the way at the moment for smart contract technology, and to entice, to bring engineers over to Stellar. It's a great way because Stellar has a lot to offer with this speed of transaction and really low latency when it comes to finality, and really, you know, affordability. It has so much to offer. We don't have these mad gas fees, although that is smart contract dependent, right? So when a smart contract's written, it will depend on that. Now, I did read through Tuma's post on Stellar, but I'm not gonna read it because I don't want to be here for 20 minutes just reading to you with my somewhat jerky reading. So I will look further into it. I may have a look at the actual Rust programming language and to see what it's good for, why the choice was made, because normally the focus with Stellar is really on Golang, JavaScript and Java, but the choice of Rust, I guess, is for the interoperability, which is great. And we know why WebAssembly was chosen. That's brilliant again. But anyway, keep an eye out. Billions to come into Stellar XLM with the new Soroban smart contracts platform. I will be keeping you updated. I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion. Smash the Zioncoin up there to like and subscribe, and check out the next video. It should be on Soroban, Rust. We shall see. Have a great day. See you in the next one.